So we're going to create a drop shadow on this paper, kind of virtual paper, with a photo of my daughter, Sassy. Okay, her name's Bella, not Sassy. But so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drag her onto this, waiting for it to load. And when it does this, it's going to do it as a smart object. Smart objects can be resized without losing any detail in the photo. So that's a little bit small. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And that's the size I like, and I'll click OK. Now I will wait for this to finish again. And I will hit Control. Once I highlight that layer here, I will hit Control J to copy it. Then I will click on the original image, and I will hit, making sure that this is black on the foreground. I'm going to make it all black, this one layer. So Shift Alt Backspace. Oh, I forgot something. You have to simplify it. So I hit Simplify Layer, and now this layer is not a smart object, and I can hit Shift Alt Backspace, and it makes it black. So behind this photo here is a rectangle that's black, the exact same size as this. So let's expose that rectangle, making sure I click on that, and I'll hit the right arrow a couple times. Now you can see it pop it out, and the down arrow a couple times, and there you go. Now it's too black. Let's change the opacity to like 55. A little more believable. And it's so, on and off, that shadow. Let's kind of blur it a little bit. So use a Gaussian blur. And to make it about my son, get about 4.5. And if you zoom in, which I'm about to do, you can see that it fades pretty well, and that's good. Now we're going to do the cool stuff. Now that we have this all in place, I'm going to use this smudge tool. Now I'm going to smudge that. That's too big. Make that brush smaller. I will, bud. Pull it out. Pull that out. There. Ever so slightly. You don't want to make it too obvious. And that's it. And then you make them bigger, the brush bigger, and you pull it in on the middle. Like you just pasted it down. And it's kind of fun. And you do the same thing down here, maybe one here. And that is the cool effect as soon as this thing is done. There. So it looks like it was pushed in here, and it was pushed in here, and that the edges are ever so slightly curling up. And that's how you do a cool drop shadow.